So if you saw on my TikTok or my YouTube shorts me make this really cute poncho, or even this little red one that I made for my mom, I'm going to show you guys how to make it. It's super beginner friendly and it's basically just a rectangle. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Okay, starting with your materials, you're going to need yarn. I used a Wait For yarn. This is the Red Heart brand, but any brand if you're liking will do as long as it is a Wait For yarn. The next thing that you're going to need is a hook. I used a 6.5mm hook. In addition, you're going to need some scissors and also stitch markers. First, you're going to make a slip stitch. You're going to take your hand like this, wrap it around, make sure your tail is pretty long. Then you're going to wrap back around and it's going to make a little X shape like this. I'm going to put my thumb on it to hold it in place. I'm going to flip my hand so the palm is down. Here's your tail end. Here's your little loop. You're going to go underneath that loop and pull that tail end underneath like this. Where my finger is, that's where your hook is going to go. So you're going to put your hook into that little gap that you just made, and you're going to just hold your yarn gently so you can slide it off your hand. Then you're going to grab that little tail, and then you're going to pull your working yarn as well. And if you pull both of those yarns at the same time, it'll just tighten like that, make a little knot in your yarn. To tighten, you're going to take just the tail end, just the little tail end, and you're going to pull, and it'll tighten on your hook. Next, we're going to start working on our chains. So we're going to chain a total of 103. So you're going to go underneath your yarn and you're going to pull through like that. And that's one chain. Underneath your yarn and pull through. We call this a yarn over. Yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through for a total of 103 chains. Once you get to the end of your 103, I'm going to show you how to do a treble crochet. It's going to look like that. So you're going to wrap around once, wrap around twice, and then you're going to count your chains. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 chains from the hook, and then you're going to go into that next one, the 5th chain. Once you go in, you're going to yarn over, pull through 1, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2 more, yarn over, pull through those last 2. Then you're going to yarn over and chain 1. Then you're going to wrap around your hook once, wrap around your hook twice for the next treble crochet. Skip 1 and then go into that 2nd chain. Then you're going to yarn over, pull through 1, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2 more, yarn over, pull through those last 2. Chain 1, yarn over once, yarn over twice for that treble crochet. Then we're going to skip a stitch and go into that next one. There we go. Yarn over, pull through 1, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2 more, and then yarn over and pull through those last 2. You're going to repeat this for the rest of the row. Once you get to your last 2 stitches, I'm going to show you how to end the row. So you're going to set up for a treble, skip 1, go into the 2nd stitch, which is the last stitch of the row, and then you're just going to treble crochet like you have been, and you should be completely out of stitches. Then you're going to turn your work so that you're working down the row the other way now. You're going to chain 1, 2, 3, 4. That's going to give you the height of a treble crochet and 1 chain. Then you're going to yarn over once, yarn over again for a treble crochet. You're going to skip 1, and then you're going to work into that 2nd stitch, which lines up with that first treble crochet that we did on the bottom row. Treble crochet, and you're going to chain 1 like we have been, set up for another treble crochet, skip 1, and work into that next stitch. You're going to repeat this for the rest of the row for a total of 18 rows. Once you finish your 18 rows, It's going to look something like this. You're going to pull out your stitch markers, and then you're going to measure about how wide you need for a neck hole, which mine was about half. I just used my stitch markers and I marked the halfway point. We're going to turn our work, and then we're going to start working 2 mini rows. So I chain 4, and then we're going to work till we get to the stitch marker. Same pattern, treble crochet, skip 1, treble crochet. Once you get to the stitch marker, it's important that you go through both stitches for both sides of this top to connect them together. So you're going to go through both of these stitches. That's one side, and you're going to go also through that other side. And then you're just going to work kind of like normal. Yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2 more, and yarn over and pull through those last 2. Just a regular treble crochet. You're going to chain 1, and then you're going to yarn over for the treble crochet, flip your work, and you're going to start working down the other side. You're going to repeat these little mini rows twice, so you're going to have a total of 2 little short rows on your poncho. And this is just to help balance your poncho out, since it is a rectangle, and if people want to wear it as a triangle or less asymmetrically, you want to try to balance out that shape a bit more. Now that you're finished with the base of the poncho, you're going to slip stitch those 2 little mini rows together. So this is the fun part where you get to customize your poncho a little bit more. You can flip your work so that your poncho is facing where the triangle portion of it would be. For the red, I just like to do a scallop pattern, but for my blue, I did tassels that look like this. Very fluffy, so cute. I forgot to film a tassel tutorial, but I will link one in the description. I spaced them out, so every other stitch I did a tassel, and then any spots that it felt like it was a little sparse, I just made extras and put them in to fill it out and make it look even. So for my scallops, I like to work right at the seam, just so all of my seams are at one spot. You're going to reinsert your hook, then chain 1, 2, 3, and then you're gonna yarn over not 3 times like a treble like I just did, but you're just gonna yarn over just the 1 time for a double crochet. Then you're gonna work into that first gap, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2 more, and yarn over once for the next double crochet into the same gap, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2 more. So for this first shell or scallop, whatever you're going to call it, that first chain 3 is going to count as a double crochet. So we're only going to do a total of 4 double crochets in this gap. And since the gaps are so wide, we're not going to do the most traditional scallop pattern, but it'll look similar. So instead of going into the next gap, we're just going to work into that treble specifically, and we're going to slip stitch into that treble crochet. Then we're going to yarn over for a double crochet in the next gap, and in this gap we're going to do 5 double crochets. And as you can see, a shell pattern is going to start forming. You're just going to repeat this for the rest of the row, doing a slip stitch into the treble and then doing 5 double crochets into the gap. So as you can see, I've made it to the point of my poncho here. So for this end piece, you're going to just work the same having your 5 for the shell, and then you're going to just work another 5 into that same gap for a total of 10. Once you're done with your 10 for the point, you're just going to work like you had been before. You're going to slip stitch into that treble and then another 5 into the next gap, all the way until you get to the other side's point, and then you're just going to put 10 in the point of the other side. Once you get down to your last gap, you're going to work your 5 like normal, and then you're just going to slip stitch into anywhere at the bottom of that first shell. Then you're going to cut and tie off your work, and you are all done with this poncho. Next, I'm just going to show me steaming it. This isn't necessary, but I think it helps it fall much better. And here she is all steamed. Look how much better that flows. So nice. All that movement. And here's what my mom looks like in it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful. If it was, please like, subscribe, and comment, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!